Hi, in this video we're going to be applying our fourth finger while learning about flats. Flats are kind of like sharps, but instead of raising a note like a sharp does, a flat lowers a note by a half step. So when we play our flats today, they're going to be down really low, touching the next finger. In this case, we're using our fourth finger to play the flats. So as you walk up the string and you add your fourth finger, it's going to be touching your third finger. You need to keep it really close there. That'll play that note as a flat. So before we can jump into Pumpkin Munchkin, which is a really cool sounding song and it's fitting for Halloween, we're going to start with number 23, which is called New Notes. And this is just an exercise preparing us for that finger pattern of our fourth finger playing the flat, the lowered note. So if you look at number 23, it starts with some rests because in our all for strings, that's where the violas and the cellos are playing. But for us, we start on our open G and we walk up G, A, B, C, D flat. That's that fourth finger there. So your finger pattern as you walk up will be your first finger, and then your second finger a whole step away, then your third finger a half step, so 2 and 3 touch, and then your fourth finger will also be a half step. So in the air, your hand would look like this. 1, and then 2, 3, and 4 are all touching. So once you have your second finger in tune, if 3 and 4 are touching really close, then they should be in tune as well. Here we go. Let's go ahead and play through 23 together. I'm not going to play this with repeats, but if you're practicing at home, I do recommend just playing it with repeats so you can get even more practice and also maybe some redemption. If you play it through the first time and you miss it or your fourth finger doesn't come down quite right, you get to try again with the repeat. So here we go. This is 23. We're starting at section B on our open G. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's a bit of an odd sound, but all 4 strings have the same finger pattern. First finger and then 2, 3, 4 are all touching. They're all a half step away. And this is going to be the case when we turn to Pumpkin Munchkin. So Pumpkin Munchkin is number 24 in your books on page 9. And it uses this finger pattern where we have high 2s, but then 3 and 4 touch. We have a low 4th finger, a flat 4. So Pumpkin Munchkin, go ahead and read through the notes on your own, be a music detective, see if you can identify any parts of the music, and then we'll play together. Now the 3 parts of the music that I want you to be able to identify and think about as we play through this is, number 1, we have our 4th fingers. We have those flatted notes. So when you see F sharp, G, and then the third note is A, that's not your open A because it's an A flat. So in order to play the A flat, we need to use that 4th finger. So you're always going to play 2, 3, touch 4, really low 4. Okay, the second thing that I want you to keep in mind is when we do our string crossings, it's a perfect opportunity for your tunnels. So in measure 2, when it goes B, D, A, D, you should keep your second finger down as you play the open D, then keep your first finger down as you play the open D again. So you want to use as many tunnels as you can. The third thing is we have dynamics in this one. We start forte, and then at measure 5, it becomes piano. And then back again in measure 9, we return to playing loud, forte. So you want to play loud, soft, loud again. So here we go. Once you're ready, this is 24, Pumpkin Munchkin. 1, 2, 3, 4. That does it. This is practicing with that fourth finger. It's a little bit easier to play the flatted notes with the fourth finger first because it's closer to the third finger. In our next video, what we'll be learning is regular fourth finger notes, which are the same as our open strings. So the fourth finger will be a little bit spread apart from the third finger. So the more you practice your left hand pizzicato and the number 23 new notes and Pumpkin Munchkin, the more accurate your pinky will be and strong and quick it will be at coming down correctly on the fingertip, right on the top of the string. So keep practicing these, strengthen that fourth finger, and when you're ready, when you feel like you've conquered these pieces, then let's move on to the next ones.